also have an owner who like looks at you and like
everyone turns when you walk in.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, what are you doing here? Just like
that concludes our chat on the working class. Next.
No, I love working class Potsdam, but that one, that type,
the menacing type.
No,
it's so empty. Like it's so
depressing.
There's good working class pubs.
Like the one in my neighbourhood.
I'm going to hit undo on this whole conversation. Some of my best friends.
Oh my god, it was so weird last night as well. Because actually when they were in the fountain, which is like, like it's like spanking you because like they just redecorated and everything, and like these two like slightly like laddish like Scottish guys just like. Asked whether we could.
That's a very polite way of putting it. Well done.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you did well at this conversation.
They kind of like asked whether they can sit at the other end of like our table because it was quite a large table, and then they just like started chatting to us. But like, I think like the moment like because they started asking us like where are you from, and I think the moment that like James said like he's English, like oh my god, it just like sounded a bit like intense.
You're no immigrant. Him. He can get the fuck out.
Yeah. But it's kind of like weird because like James has a lot of friends like this from the military, you know, like kind of Scottish, like you know, like lads. Well, no, like but like quite very laddish.
Racist is what she means. Racist.
Xenophobic.
Yeah.
But like he gets on well with like that kind of crowd in the army. Well, no.
Some of his best friends are racist.
Actually,
No, I can't say no. Like I wouldn't go to a pub with some of his friends from the army for sure.
See, I've always only met like old people in Scotland who have like that real visceral anti-English feeling. I've never seen like a 30-year-old like.
Oh, they were 24.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it was like weird because they were so young. It's just like, I don't know. I just like felt really old like talking to them. But yeah, it's weird how like anti-English like Scottish people can be. I mean, I kind of know about it, but like that was kind of like a proper confrontation. Like, oh no, you're from England, and it's just like their faces like would be like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's to me surprising because England sounds like a horrible shithole, at least in terms of the government.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with the people there.
It has at least
actually,
51 something to do with
actually they do elect people.
Yeah,
that's true. But you know what I mean. There's like a whole bunch of different, like
non-Tories.
Non-Tories, yeah.
Norries.
I think it's really annoying because like I mean I've had that where like I would have a conversation with somebody on like a plane for 10 minutes and I'd be like absolutely like fine and like having a nice conversation and then at some point they ask where are you from and I say from Poland and like they're like oh okay and it's just like suddenly silence. Like I've definitely experienced that, which is like not in Scotland so much. I actually experienced that more in England, but yeah, it's weird because like they had that, like again we're chatting, over a drink for quite a while and then we're like, oh yeah, where are you from, James? And it's like,
I think
English.
I think Eastern Europeans get that more often. I'm too exotic for that. So like, Chile, or where the fuck is that? So yeah.
Where the fuck is that? I like that.
When people are drunk enough, they tend to forget their geography. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've got terrible. If I go for Spain. It doesn't feel right when I say I'm from Spain, but if I say Barcelona, then I'm inviting it's beautiful, I went there 2 years ago with my grandson, or like the football angle, like, Messi, we got...
Yeah, you must know Messi.
So, yeah, exactly. It's like, I can choose to engage with one or two conversations.
With Poland, it's normally Krakow, and that was actually the case with those two guys. Like, oh, where are you from? It's like, I say Wood, nobody has ever, like, nobody ever knows where Wood is.
But
like
everybody's
like, yeah, but they're like, oh, I've been to Krakow. Like, it's always the case. But like, probably on some like, I don't know, stag do or something.
Yeah.
It's like, like, it's nice that they know a place in my country, but at the same time, like knowing like how British people can, a lot of British people behave in Krakow. I'm just like, oh, okay.
I wish you hadn't gone to Krakow. That's what I wish.
Don't want to vomit in our own bus stops, Jesus.
Anyway, right? Should we
Yes.
resume our story?
Ding me for the game.
Ding ding. My goodness, you powered through that cup of tea.
I just need to rid my mouth of the freshly brushed teeth taste.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you reading your mouth? Well, there you go. What are you reading your mouth from? Get worried.
Well, character sheets, players' handbooks.
The sheets
It's
are.
in the little pocket thing, the little yellow good pocket.
And that's the tunic violation.
That would be Andrew's dice.
I'm on special dice as well.
Oh.
They're perfectly loaded, man.
I don't know, you haven't been rolling that well.
Yeah, they're
None of us
loaded
are
against
well.
me. It's sort of
Nice.
masochism.
Yeah, hard mode.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, do people want to help recall what happened last night?
Oh yeah. So yeah, we're kind of preparing to deal with the attack on the house of the people whose the names I don't remember. Ismark
Yes.
Yes.
And
And his sister.
and his sister. But I have someone.
Irina.
Irina,
Yes.
she's on the
Irina. So we kind of prepared by placing like fires around the house.
That's right, on both sides.
Yes, I'm kind of hoping that we can,
And
deter them this way.
at first it looked alright. We had like a corridor of zombies and
Yes.
or undead, sorry. Undead and wolves heading towards the house. They couldn't get in, so we thought, okay, we'll just like throw shit at them and hope they die. But then there was an apparition. Apparition? That's not
Yes.
a word.
Well,
It is a word, but it's not what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Something
A
appeared.
creature.
Yeah, but it was a weird guy flying, surrounded by like a swarm of bats.
That sounds weird.
I know, and
And the bats put out our fires.
they did. So now we are in the darkness, still surrounded by undead and wolves. We've got a flying guy, and
Just
I
watching
failed
us.
my roll to hit a single bat. Yes, swarm of bats, which was just
It
pathetic.
was quite
Yeah.
quite amazing actually. You
Yeah,
did
my-
kill
my
one of the
favorite.
wolves.
We all did actually. Yeah, it was.
It was a group effort.
It was incredible, yeah. It took a while.
Yeah, I think it took a few rounds,
Yeah.
but you finally killed one of the 6 wolves. There's still 8 zombies. It's not looking particularly
Not looking
fantastic. I'd say the vision decreasing is
Yeah.
Yeah.
a bit. And this guy's just there up in the sky, surrounded by sort of almost like an armchair of bats that he's just sat on, just watching.
What a classy dude.
You were away for the end of the session. Is there anything that you want clarifying? Is this
We didn't skip any rounds though.
All right, cool.
No,
But
yeah.
what's described was exactly what happened, right?
basically So the
Yeah.
the guy appeared through the mists and the clouds. The bats swooped down and put out the fire.
Is anyone expecting a man? There's a man.
No,
What?
There's a man.
You're expecting a man. Delivering anyone?
I don't see
Expecting
anyone.
a man.
Oh, there is a man, yeah.
There's a man.
Hello!
You're confused of all, chap. Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck that is. Anyway.
I've had half a beer.
So the bats swooped in, put out the fires essentially with their own flesh, just by virtue of being loads, and went back up.
Must smell horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't smell too good.
Oh dear. What
You
do
heard a
we
gasp
do?
from downstairs when this happened as well. This is not part of the course for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
likely attacks.
Yeah.
But obviously the main sounds are still the wolves and undead kind of clawing at the house walls and.
What's the state of the bonfires? Because like, if they smothered it with their bodies, are they literally just like now mountains of bats where the bonfires once were?
I mean, sort of a few. Yeah, definitely.
Could they be relit?
I mean,
And-
if you
and-
go
and-
and blow in
and
the
information.
Unless
I'm
they
sure.
Well, I've got my
Stop them.
servant out there, like from the ceiling, go and like try have an attempt. But if it's like there's literally a pile of bats,
It's
there's a
not
vampire.
a sort of comical, like, bonfire-shaped pile of bats. There are, of course, dead bats on the floor because they threw themselves on fire. But, not so many that you can relight the fires. But there are, we've mentioned, 5 wolves and 8 zombies outside.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
that's okay.
That's okay. Okay, well, I mean, if
Well,
that's okay.
And as a reminder,
I don't know if we can do that from
they want to get into the house because they want to
get the arena.
get arena specifically.
Yes.
Right.
Well, that's what
Well, they
Bismarck and
think,
Irina
yeah.
think
Mm.
is happening.
Okay.
Well, fuck. What do we do now?
Alright. I think it was the enemy's turn, maybe? Question mark?
I think we stopped at.
Yeah, their
Oh, I don't know.
their turn was putting out the bonfires. Let's say. So it's up to you guys to decide.
I think we finished with James because like that was the reason why we
Yeah.
kind of stopped going because like you left us with a plan, but then like with the twist, we were
I-
like, oh, we don't want to take an action on your behalf.
Yeah. I did take out an arrow shot, but
Yes, that's the one that missed.
yeah.
This is the
Thank-
fly,
yes, thank
fly
you.
guy.
No problem. But we stopped when it was your James's turn.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So right, how far away from the house is this flying man?
Yes, we said 60 feet.
60 feet, so close enough to be bothersome. Okay, and now it's our turn.
It's
your
turn
turn.
specifically.
All right.
Yes.
I'll issue the command. I'll shout the command that I gave for the first time to my servant to light the bonfires. He's just still be out there with a flint and steel, and hopefully can go and start relighting them while we do go about our business. So I'll just do that as soon as it's a free action. I gave him a command
Sure,
to do it, and
yeah,
I'll reissue it,
fine.
shout it out the window. Right. I'll look around at the rest of the party and at this chap and say, should we board these windows back up?
if it makes any difference.
Well, they're flying. Now we're also dealing with some flying creatures, so I think like maybe
That's true.
having exposed windows may not be the best thing now because we're giving them a way in.
Yeah. In
They're
which
not
case,
visible.
yeah.
Okie dokie. How long will it take someone to reconstruct these boards, or even like move furniture? Basically, now there's flying things around,
Yeah.
and we want to shut the windows with sliding bookshelves in front of it, or putting the boards back up. How long would that take us?
It wouldn't take you long because you didn't make them, massive. Like the things are ready to sort of put back up. So I would say it's an action as long as like there's 2 people per thing you're trying to do. So like pick up the wood together, put it back up. So yeah, that if everyone's in agreement, you can.
Yeah. No, I think that's sensible.
Cool.
If we've got a flying guy, can definitely get inside that way.
Or even just the bats can start wreaking havoc. So that would be
Cool. So you start
Yeah,
boarding up the
or
windows.
slotting them in, or however they were previously arranged. Yeah.
As you do that, you see out the window the swarm of bats went and like ate your unseen servant and
I assumed he was out there anyway, so we might as well use him before the spell runs out. So yeah, it was,
Yeah, he's gone. He's dust.
well done.
unseen dust.
But it's there.
Yeah.
Cool. And you board everything back up. And do you tell? What would you do with Bismarck and Irina? They're still downstairs trying to shoot at the things.
The wolves. I think we'll go down and see them next turn. I think maybe if we're shouting from upstairs after lots of banging, the confusion might be more disruptive than they bang bang bang,
Sure.
shout, and they like act hastily. Like
Sure.
we're taking care of it. I think that's sensible, and then next round we'll make it our business to go upstairs and join them.
Cool.
I think for me anyway. I'm saying we, but I mean me. Sorry.
I definitely agree with that. Yep, that makes sense.
Sounds good. So you do that, no problem. You're able to put the things back in. The bats are back up in the sky. The noises from the attack continue. You finish what you're doing, and you head downstairs.
Yeah. And as we do, Falcon says, "This is undefensible. We cannot stay here."
We seem to be doing all right.
But what about
up until the
what about the flying fucker
guy.
up there?
Yeah.
It's got a swarm of bats,
Ooh,
and they're unkillable.
Are they unkillable?
I tried to shoot them directly. It went through them, as in thin air.
Sort of ghost bats.
It'd be my guess, yes.
This is most worrying. I struggle.
If the front door is not locked by them, we can actually make a run.
Well,
Run faster than the wolves, the horse-sized wolves.
Well, I mean, probably not. But wait, were there like houses like contiguous to this one as well?
Yes, so you've got the map here. So yes, there are houses. But as we've discussed, people don't like going out at night. So the
true.
houses are shut and locked. The streets are empty, and as we also discussed, there are zombies in every other house.
Oh, that's true.
The other houses.
The town is fucked.
It's pretty fucked.
I don't suppose this place is a cellar or anything like that, or it would be very convenient to have some sort of tunnel out.
Ah yes,
But-
the bunker we built.
Oh, damn it, I've not dug it yet.
Ismark, so you're downstairs.
We are all downstairs now, yes.
Ismark says, what happened up there?
Well,
Ghost bats.
we were trying, yes, unfortunately. There was, I don't know if you believe this, but there was a flying man.
In the sky?
Yes.
Yes, that.
A normal occurrence, I'm sure.
No, particularly, but that was Strahd. That was the man who's after my sister.
Aha.
Well, he's out there right now, just watching us.
Well,
I presume he doesn't visit too often.
no, he's not been able to get in yet. That's for sure.
Alright.
It's absolutely terrifying, but honestly, I don't know what to do except for go to Vallaki, where we can find some more help.
No, we can't exactly do that now, or at least we can't do that easily.
I
Because they're
think,
still surrounded.
honestly, we need to do what we've done every night since this started. Just put our defenses up and
Wait it
Try to
out.
wait
wait
it
it
out.
out.
We'll have to do that. So we'll wait for a morning. We'll take turns staying awake, see if anything shitty happens, and in the morning we'll get the fuck out of here.
And there's a lot of rounds until morning. We've got a sorcerer with cantrips. Just
That's true. Like one of the other.
I made 5,000 rolls.
We would not be roleplaying that.
Yes, and
Worst way to spend an hour, I can imagine.
I think you'll then have to carry me in the morning, whatever we do, because I just stay home. But I mean, I can spend my time with the watch.
Yeah. Grab a laptop and throw 500 times in the room and just add the damage.
As you're discussing this with Ismark and Irene and basically like start to put the boards back up, you all suddenly feel very dizzy, quite
Great.
heady. Your head's spinning. Hold on to the wall. On the floor.
Oh god, it's the bats. I hear they carry diseases.
Did you fuck a bat already?
Pull the.
I'm going to assume this is sort of GM's fiat because I have a bunch of immunities to this kind of shenanigans, so I'm not sure.
I'll take a look at them.
I don't count as people. I'm Fae, so
Oh, that's
there's a
fine,
bunch
I
of
don't care about that.
Oh.
spells like that affect humans as far as sleeps and charms go that don't.
Nope. You can have that back and you can fall asleep like everyone.
Do we have anything like detect magic? I'm sure I had it.
You're
I think
asleep,
we.
so I'm
Okay,
sure.
are we already out?
Whatever you
Fair
have, you wake up 2 hours later, feeling quite rested. You've been sort of laid a bit closer to the fire, and you're all just there, quite uncomfortable actually, because you've fallen asleep with your whatever arm.
Falcon immediately checks his stuff because this is a deja vu.
Are we? Is
You
everybody
have your
there?
stuff.
Nice.
Like, are we all there? Is like
Um,
Irina and.
It's Mark and Irina.
Okay.
You don't see them, but you hear noises from the room next door. So
Yes, I
everything
presume.
seems okay.
Okay.
But you guys certainly wake up and feel just absolutely rotten.
So are we rested or rotten?
Well, you're well rested.
Rested,
You had,
however,
you know, you feel bad because you suddenly fell asleep and you fell onto the floor and you've been sleeping on a wooden floor uncomfortably. You had great dreams though, really good. You're like, oh damn, I needed to sleep like that actually, as uncomfortable as I feel physically. And those temporary hit points that you gained go away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We need another pie. Got some for takeaway.
Oh, so Rob.
I've not lost a single hit point. I'm fine not having a temporary hit point anymore. Yeah, so
How many
I
do you
just
have normally?
superfluous to requirements. Sorry?
How many you got normally?
7.
Oh my god.
Wow, it's only the last one that counts, right?
So, yeah, you have the pie still, wrapped in your bags, and you kind of fancy another bit, really.
Ooh.
Something makes you want some more.
Damn.
Oh no.
Been dropped.
Yeah.
Well, why am I to resist?
So,
Oh.
choose what you would like to.
I'm a satyr. I fuck the pie and then eat it all.
Great. You fuck the pie in front of everyone? Do you do it?
Yeah, I've no shame. I'm not even wearing pants. Satyrs walk around with a permanent erection. It's in the law.
It's hilarious.
It's not embarrassing at all. Just warming my crotch with this delicious pie.
You fuck the pie and then you eat it all. Let me just write that down. Just so for
we hit canon again.
our wedding vows. Cool. Great.
I've got 700 hit points now, do I?
Roll a d8.
D8. Oh, 12, I'm going to get 1. That's, 2. There we are.
That's not
It's
bad.
my birthday.
Yeah.
That extra protein I added. Sorry. Moving
What about you guys? Are you
Special
going to
gravy.
eat some more pie?
Yeah, Falcon unfortunately ate it quickly before the satyr
No,
fox.
you each have a pie.
Well, I think we all have.
I know, but I think the image would be quite traumatizing.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome to have eaten your pie before he fucked it. That's I'm happy to retcon that.
Like, how strong is that feeling? Like, if we try to resist, like, can we, or is it a bit too? Like,
Well,
just-
you certainly want to. If you'd like to
Yeah.
resist, you can tell me.
Oh, this
and
pie
we'll
is
see what
delicious.
happens.
Mmm. Oh,
Well,
stole a bit.
let's say I waited until after what I saw.
As you can see that, you've got it all over
Oh,
yourself.
I seem to have spilled a little bit.
Maybe we try hurry up.
Let's say I've just witnessed that,
It
and
was
now I've been a little bit put off, like having my pie, so can I
That's
try to
fair.
resist?
So you're gonna be like, no, no pie for me. Oh, I was a pie, no pie for me.
Or do I roll a d8 as well? Do I roll a d8 as well?
You ate the pie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think.
Eat the pie. Do the thing.
A 1, fucking hell.
Oh,
Was that worth it?
yes. It's delicious.
You can do a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Oh dear. 8. Hold on, Constitution. Yeah, 10.
10. What is it when it's a draw?
Is it meet to beat? It's a defense, doesn't it? Saving throw, right?
Saving throw.
Yeah, so yeah, that's success.
It's
Success.
a success. You you're able to resist the temptation to eat the pie. You give it to them, put it nice and far away, and you go, no pie for me. And you feel a little bit on edge,
just not-
but
yeah.
you feel convicted that this is the right thing for you.
Are you gonna eat that one?
Have it if you want. But not him. You can have it.
You've got enough, mate.
Cool. Ismark and Irina return to this strange scene. And they're like, Yes, the dream pies. Okay.
The dream pies.
You must have bought them at the square.
Yes,
of
indeed.
course.
They were gifted to us by the friendly old lady.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I
Oh,
wouldn't
just
partake
eat.
in that.
This is very late to deliver this information. I've eaten the whole pie.
Well,
Is there
just
anything we should know about them?
just hold on tight. It's not so nice on the pie end. Like runs out.
Oh, okay. Is that why we fell unconscious last night?
That could well be it. Yes, I didn't know what had happened, but now seeing these, it makes sense.
And so that will happen again in a few hours.
I don't know exactly how it works. I just know that it's not a. I choose not to get involved because some people's lives have gone to absolute misery on those pies.
Oh, so some kind of narcotic. Oh, excellent. I thought it had been poisoned. No, narcotics are fine.
Good poison. Well, would you like some breakfast? We have some fried vegetables.
Oh, yes.
I just had a pie, but why not?
He you go through to the dining room and it's all pretty bare, pretty barren. You can tell that this house is like meant to could look really like regal and noble, and it has the like structure and size of rooms that would make you think that that's the kind of house that it is, but it's all quite shabby. There isn't the kind of for example level of service. There isn't the amount of servants you'd be you'd expect in a house like this. The quality of the food is very, it's the kind of food that farmers would eat. So you're not kind of getting the sense that this is you're getting the sense that this is sort of a bit hard times.
No breakfast wine, I assume.
There is actually breakfast wine. Yes, it's we try and be careful with the water, so.
Oh,
Wise people.
well thought.
So, a glass of wine and some fried. You
Loosen my armour a
on tasting the fried vegetables, you actually kind of feel them kind of go crumbly and pasty in your mouth. It all tastes like ashen and quite unpleasant. Can you roll me another constitution saving throw?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
3.
Three.
So 5. Yeah, so.
As you eat, you can kind of tell this isn't really satiating you, but the pie is still calling from the corner, but you can
Did you
maintain
not
your
eat it
resolve.
in the end? Yeah, okay.
I
Yeah, it's not.
You'll have to burrow into the dwarf to get it.
Just hate the idea of this skin pocket situation.
Yeah.
Your resolve stays.
Okay.
See, you mentioned travelling.
Yes.
Will you say you're departing today?
Well, whenever you can, like you can see, there's nothing holding us here, and it's fairly dangerous. But the route will be dangerous. We best make sure that we're well prepared. And I mean, there are these disappearances, but I understand it's not your duty to look into them. You can head off, or you're welcome to stay and collect.
Not our duty, but for a price,
Well, like I said, if you can help figure out what's happening with these disappearances, you'd be welcome to take any equipment that we get to go to the Lucky. You'd be welcome to keep it.
Perfect. What?
Right.
In which case, what was it with the this woman you mentioned?
Yeah, well, we've heard of a fortune teller somewhere by the river, I think.
That's right. I thought I was on the way to this other place.
We would
Actually, why was she relevant in it? Where was she relevant?
So
The
I
fortune
think
teller?
we just overheard in the tavern the women were talking about. Huh?
Yes.
Am I remembering
That's right.
correctly? Yeah.
What
You
did they
overheard
say?
talking about someone called Madame Eva, who was
Yes.
a
A fortune teller,
fortune teller.
and she's got a tent along the something river.
Yes, the Iblis.
Iblis, yeah.
Okay, but it's not immediately related to the.
No, but just a moment. Do you mention this to
There's secret
the
information.
boy?
Yeah, I mean we can. Well, if I'm asked about it, like
Is that
if
what
you
you
ask me,
were-
then
Is that what you were asking? Or
yeah, like would that be out loud, like in the game, or were you just asking outside of the game?
If she was relevant somehow with it.
No, I think before you were saying, oh, we heard about this woman. And
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
Now I wonder if you actually told us about this one at all.
I
You
think
did
no,
actually.
yeah,
because,
yeah, I
we
did.
knew about that.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, it was an actual question. Yeah.
Question,
Cool.
yeah.
Oh well, the Iblis River will be crossing it at certain points. It's certainly part of the route to Vallaki if you don't want to take the main road, or it crosses it at different
okay.
points. So it's possible that we might see this
But yeah.
fortune teller that you seek.
Mm.
But that would be into our travel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Let's have the wailing madwoman down the road. Seemed of interest.
Oh, Mary, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate situation. She, her daughter, well, she had a daughter, and she was locked, she kept her locked in her room, was very, very protective. And they had a dog, and, but recently, both daughter and dog have gone missing.
So is that
And she is just crying in despair. She's not stopped wailing for, gosh, like at least a fortnight.
Oh.
Oh, that's some constitution.
Maybe we should go and investigate this. It sounds like it's part of these disappearances.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I don't know what we want to do. We can, because if we want to prepare for the journey, or do we want to investigate the disappearances for a little bit first before we prepare to?
I think we'll need
set off?
to do both. We need some equipment, and actually an advance in pay would actually go well with that. And we also, yes, we should definitely talk to this old woman.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much I can give you in ways of gold, but I can certainly speak to Bildrath and make a deal for you to be able to take what items you need.
Perfect.
Okay.
He sets up essentially a bit of a tab, so we'll come
We
up
can
with
just
a
pick, yeah.
gold price when I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the things, but something,
Yeah, no worries.
very basic equipment. So yeah, where what do you want to do? Marks, I'm happy to go where
Yeah.
where you think, as long as you're all feeling okay in the head.
I think.
Feeling good and powerful.
Oh, they're actually like right next to each other.
Yeah.
So we might go grab some equipment and then. What's this?
Yeah, speak to.
It's actually going somewhere. Oh. And then go to Matt Merrick.
Mary.
Cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
Excellent. Well, you set off in the morning. It's now morning, actually a little late into the morning. It's since you
Slept for a while.
slept quite a long time, and you can see there's just like a few people here and there, but everyone just sort of is walking hurriedly, kind of toward a purpose. You don't see a lot of affable chit chat. The granny isn't at the Squaresline Pies today, but aside from that, everything looks normal, pretty quiet. The wolves and undead gone, no trace of corpses or anything. No, there was everything outside the house is as if they'd just disappeared.
I'm trying to lighten the mood during the sort of playing.
Your dick out covered in pie. You would so be locked up. I don't know how
On my home plane, this is very normal.
So do we head to the shop?
To Vildred's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we were gonna have 5 travelers. So I guess we'll have to get the equipment for all of us, or
Yeah,
is,
no,
is
they
Marika
have
and
their own
Irina
stuff.
together?
So
it's just
essentially, what
us.
we've done is, in order to avoid, you remember the things here are at 5 times price the
Yes.
Yeah.
living. To avoid doubling everything all the time, so that you can just consult the player's handbook. You've got the value of 50 gold each to spend,
to spend.
on supplies.
Still at that same exorbitant
No,
price.
exactly.
No,
This is what I mean. 50 gold on normal prices.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fairly generous.
Yeah.
So 250
The-
equivalent.
What
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But let's not multiply
Yeah,
twice.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
just keep it to
What's the pay?
prices have gone back
What's
down
that?
to
Oh,
normal.
that's, 150.
magically.
So you told us not to scrub our original inventory, because I actually weren't sure whether that was going to be a.
Should we just remove it
We
completely?
were gonna, if we haven't found it by now, should we scrub it?
That can be spoiled, but
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's something that's like important, meaningful, like important to your character, and you want to talk to me about, like, can we make a way to recover that or
Otherwise,
whatever, like,
Flush it. Okay.
otherwise, yeah, absolutely,
Alright.
flush it.
Alright.
Okay.
Yes.
Man, had so much nice shit.
They're saying the place for nice shit. This is the place for shit.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have shit, and you'll like it.
What do you get? Horses?
You're gonna buy a horse? The fucking mention there.
Yeah, I mean it's cheaper than rations, right?
That one on the shelf right there.
A camel, there we are, 50
What have you got?
GP.
You got a camel? Yeah, let me just check the back, shall I? I actually do have more pie in the fridge. Does anyone want real pie that they cannot fuck? I mean, they can, but they can't.
Are you talking about actual?
Actual apple pie.
Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah?
of course.
Yeah,
Like, go around.
It was lovely last time.
I'll have my little
Warm
goop
that
pot
one,
because
yeah.
mine there's probably not enough slices to go.
Yeah, they'd be slim slices anyway, but yeah, you hope you want your good pot.
Okay.
Donkey for AGP.
Oh. Are you gonna fuck that as well?
No, it's like half cover, right? They open fire and you get behind that donkey. Donkey's called Mage Armor.
Alright, that's everything ironed. So far I've got longsword, short bow, normal clothes, and that's it.
Yeah, my problem is I would have worked out what I wanted to keep from the list that I had. And I need to make it.
Do you have a reason for that, or is it just...
Oh, well, I originally picked it because I wanted it as adventuring gear and I lost it. So if I'm buying adventuring gear again, I'm probably going to want stuff off the old list. But I've also got to now make a list of the stuff that I have accumulated thus far as well.
Yeah.
My character sheet is a bloody mess, and there's holes in
Yeah,
it for some
same.
reason.
So that's all the shit you don't have anymore?
This is what I lost.
Yeah.
This MM column is what I've lost. But since then, I've got candles. I've got a spear, a spell book, a bullseye lantern, alchemist fire, and that weird orb that we found the statue holding. I've got a pipe with tobacco. I've got flint and steel. I've got a silver short sword, a dragon tooth wrapped in silver wire.
Jesus Christ, you're like a kleptomaniac with Diogenes syndrome.
It's because we were collecting stuff to be able to cast spells, because at the beginning we were being a bit more precious with that.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay, anyway. Also, imagine this guy is not stacked with everything, so...
Yeah. It's
like,
I'm sure I'll be the final arbitrator. I'm sure I can't buy a camel.
yeah, and the cameraman is definitely not. But I mean, like armor, for instance, they probably won't have anything very sophisticated.
I can't wear anything sophisticated anyway.
Oh, it's a sophisticated dwarf.
Let's calculate this one because it's lost otherwise.
Instead. Ooh.
Damn it, a component pouch is 25 gold.
Oh my
That is-
god. That's so expensive.
I know. That's half of my gold. I think I'll probably need it. I want to progress with my spells.
looks.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Change shirt
so-
itself is 50 gold.
Yeah.
My god. Alright. I'll have to do with
Oh, nice. Warm.
hide or studded leather. If they've got some. Oh, ring mail's 30 gold. So, what does this guy have in terms of like armor and weapons? I imagine not a very big selection.
Not massive, but your budget's also not massive, so
Yeah.
just check with me. But yeah, to give you the flavour, yeah, it's not a very well-off town, so you're not going to find like mithril armor or anything fancy.
Not for real, for
But
sure.
he will have all basic things, yeah.
Okay.
This I can get a light crossbow and a component pouch, and that's fine. And that's me. No, I need to.
Yeah, you're getting 2 weapons.
But yeah, do we just focus on adventuring gear for now?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay.
But they lent you a crossbow, didn't it? Or
Oh, hold on.
sorry, not a crossbow, a short bow.
Yeah.
So you're welcome to keep using that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, never mind, I already have a longsword. That's right.
Yeah.
So, in terms of armor, would this guy have ring mail?
Rail mail, what?
Ring mail.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, ring mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when you have like padded leather with a ring sewn into it. Yeah.
Yeah. It has that.
Yeah, that's cheap to make. Oh, that'll be 40 gold though with a shield. And then items, adventure gear. There you go.
We assume to be buying our own food for this adventure as well.
Yeah.
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 Is there a spare player's handbook?
No.
No,
Okay, I can wait.
Check if I've got.
Do you want to take the rations?
Sure.
That's enough to get to Vallaki. Is that's looked after by
Oh, I thought you were talking about food.
That's
Yeah,
saying we
yeah.
need to provide our own food for the adventure.
No, I'm saying that Ismark, like
Oh, okay.
to him that's
He'll provide.
Wagner
Of course,
from
yeah,
my
he doesn't.
adept
You know,
circle.
he more means he can see that you guys have like no armor, no weapons, and you wouldn't be able to really be effective bodyguards like this. So he means, yeah, you know, buy yourself something pretty. You might need a bedroll. That would be sensible. He doesn't have like 7 bedrolls lying about.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, we can do all that with a pack, can't we? We can buy a Dungeoneer's pack or a Explorer's pack.
Yeah, Explorer's pack is the one that's got like rope and candlesticks and all this sort of thing. Torches and that.
What is that?
Yeah, they're these ones
Packs
here,
section?
and they're cheaper buying them bundled than they're buying them individually.
Actually, yeah,
It's a-
that's really
it's a
worth it.
deal.
That's amazing, yeah.
Whoa! Sorry,
Is that on the
it's like a green table on the right. So
Oh my god, it's a
next
massive
page.
discount.
Oh, okay.
Fuck this.
equipment
Next
packs?
page.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Explorer's pack.
Although this says if you're buying your starting equipment, so imagine we cannot just buy that at the shop.
The supplement you get for your class includes a collection of which you get put together in a pack. Other times these packs listed here. If you are buying your equipment, you can purchase a pack.
This counts. You have no equipment. This is starting.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine. Yeah.
We're still getting rebooted in a new area, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's true. It's kind of like our starting equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
In the sense that you have nothing except for the like random crap you stole in
Yeah,
an old
yeah.
house. So yeah, I would consider as you having very little.
Yeah, I guess Death House is like some of the systems that gave you like a level 0 or like one of those like adventuring funnel type things. You're sort of stripped of your stuff, so you're weaker, and this is you being level 1, you're sort of
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe.
coming of age of your character. You're doing milestone XP.
Yeah, instead of counter based.
Oh right.
Why?
Oh, my class gets like it hits level 3. It all of a sudden can use more equipment, and I'm just like working out whether I should like be practicing with it, like buying it early and taking it. And
I mean, you'll be in Vallaki. You'll be in Vallaki at the end of this, and there's another shop in here.
Oh yeah, don't give me any more information. I'm just like pondering out.
No,
loud, sort of,
Bill Draft told you this.
Ah yeah.
Bill
Yeah.
Draft told you that, so I'm just letting you know. There will be other opportunities for purchases.
Has it given us the money, or do we have credit equal to that value?
Let's say it's credit, yeah.
So it's basically spend it or lose it.
Yeah. So you're gonna buy loads of random new trinkets.
Just buying gold bullion.
I'm sure, Bill Draft's an asshole
Yeah.
with his money, so if you've got a gold piece to spare, he will give you it.
Hand crossbow is 75 gold. Jesus.
What?
A hand crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the can. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit of fun.
You can pull together.
A single crossbow.
that we will all use together. like we're on each other's shoulders wearing trench coats and holding a crossbow.
I need to see what I can use as a bar.
Oh shit. Holy water is 25 gold.
So you should have been a cleric. You'd have made good money around these parts.
I know, right?
Yeah,
There is a church up the hill, of course, where you went for the burial.
Mm.
How's it going? You got some ideas?
Yee.
Yeah, the Dungeoneer's pack sounds pretty good.
That's one I got.
Oh, the Burglar's pack sounds rad.
Well,
It's
I
more
also got
expensive.
thieves' tools.
Yeah, I've got the thieves' tools.
Do you have 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell? Oh yeah, shit! I started with an entertainer's pack. That's worth 40 gold. I was totally robbed at the start of this.
Oh my god, that's so expensive, man.
Costumes.
I like to imagine that the costumes aren't just like, you know, noble
Yeah.
and poor boy, but instead like, I don't know, Captain America.
But like the porn version.
They're all the poor
Captain
version.
Ass
He
America
wears them.
and
Captain America, but no ass.
How much knowledge, I guess, would we have about, like, you know, who Strahd is? Like, you know, in terms of
What is Mark right
things
here?
like, yeah.
What up?
You.
Well, no, but like, yeah, I guess would we have any knowledge of like what normally works on the type of, you know,
I mean,
type of Strahd?
yeah, like you have some knowledge. What's your background like? What's your, you know, what would you have found? Have you seen undead before?
Well,
What's Oriana's intelligence?
my intelligence is 10.
You don't have like a lot of info, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, because you know, like it's just like the conventional knowledge
Sunlight.
of like
Yeah, the
the
mix.
sunlight
the
or like
mix,
the
sure.
you know
Holy
yeah like
water.
holy water. Like would we know
Sure,
kind of like
absolutely.
that kind of
You'd have
Do you
a,
keep-
a basic idea.
Did you get to keep your instruments?
if I was sleeping with it, so I've kept my panpipes, I would have seen. I know I've been.
No. You said that you were using your voice. You've been singing.
Oh.
Sorry?
You've been using your voice as your instrument. You've been singing.
Yes, but my panpipes are of a particular.
You don't
Think I was
have
seven.
panpipes up your butt when
Ah.
you sleep. You said I can't perform because I don't have an instrument. Oh wait, no, I do. I have my voice, and that's true.
Ah,
and I
okay,
gave you
yeah.
that.
Damn.
You can sing.
A pan flute is 12 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can make your own. You know, you can graft it slowly on the road to the lackey,
It's time.
on your donkey or whatever you're doing. Is 50 gold like unworkable?
No, it seems fair. We can get a backpack and a couple of weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
The only thing it rules out is buying bigger pieces of armour.
Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate it's not ideal, but don't worry. There will be things. It's not the last time you will ever get things.
I mean, I did quite well at the house. I got a real fucking haul at the house.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta just start stealing a bit more.
It's true. Start producing some value. instead of fucking pies.
Fucking pies or fucking pies?
I guess there's room for everything. Could do some change. Like, who would even realise they're being robbed if there's a satire fucking a pie?
Pie's a bit soggy because I've just put it in the microwave, so. Sorry to actually ruin your pie.
That's a really good pie. Perfectly little sugar.
None.
Excellent.
Just the apples
The
are
sweetness
tossed
of
in some
Oh yeah.
brown
Perfect.
sugar.
Oh yeah,
Some
yeah, you said last
muscovado.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's yeah, not too sweet.
Oh, that sucks. There's only one ranged weapon I can use.
Oh yeah, I think I even had like a card since I was like a trader. From
We were you were traveling in a horse and carriage, so I don't know that you would have.
I had my own. Yeah.
Is there anything in the shop that looks a bit specialised? Like, just the level of monsters here seems to be slightly higher than your usual town. Like, oh, this house is full of zombies, or there's like wolves the size of X. So is there anything hinting to us about the nature of these people's day-to-day lives and relationships with these weird creatures, like silver-tipped arrows that are out there on the shelves where previously you'd have to go and get them made by a smith or anything like
Yeah,
that?
no, like there's a reason why this town is like falling to pieces. Like they're not on top of it. They're not dealing with it well. So no, you know, there's no warriors, there's no guards. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the conversion between like copper and gold and silver?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah. 10 copper, and that's silver, 10 silver.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. Makes no sense, but easy.
easy maths. You don't want to have the like fucking J.K. Rowling, the Wizarding World, like 7.5 nuts make like a ding dong.
Or like old British.
Yeah. Well, I think
One.
that's what it's based on,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
like it's absolute fucking 3/4 of a penny.
Yeah.
Like, what does that even? That's not real. They do it on
If
purpose.
Jupiter is in the ascending.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, I see Jupiter's in the ascending.
Twice the value.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How's it going, everyone?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done, to be honest.
Oh, wow, jeez. I'll put my head to. Oh, no, I spent 43 already. Actually, yeah, I'm almost done. Viral antitoxin, 15 gold pieces.
A what?
A viral antitoxin.
Mm.
So one of those things like, oh, I'll buy some of that, sounds good, yeah, cures poison. Oh, it's all money.
You never know what will be useful. It's so lovely and quiet. Jesus.
Is there anything you guys haven't taken that we need? I've got a bit of spare cash, I think.
I used all my money. Exactly 50.
What did you
So like,
I got a ring mail,
Mm-hmm.
a shield, and a mason's tools pack.
Fair enough.
And yeah, that's 30, 10, and 10. Wait, no. Never mind. I can take the mason's tool because that's 30, 10, and then how much for the
I think
dungeons
Dave's offering some spare.
pack? That's right. That's 12 in itself.
yeah, I think if you're missing some, then maybe just go ahead.
No, actually, the mason's tools is not necessary. I just thought it would be good to have for any unforeseen shit, but. Do you have 2 gold pieces to spare?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Alright. I'm going to remove the mason's tools and just settle for the dungeoneer's pack, the ring armor, and the shield.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. At 50. Exactly.
Very good. What did you get?
So I got 20 arrows, a component pouch, 2 daggers, a quarter staff, 20 darts, explorer's pack, a mirror, and a healer's kit.
I like the mirror. Very out there.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
thought,
No, it's good. It's good. It's the kind of thinking I like. It's, I don't know why, but I want a mirror.
Yep.
You got a problem with it?
Might have a good use. I already forget. In combat, you add your proficiency bonus to.
You're to hit. James?
So, in combat, it's your ability bonus plus your proficiency bonus.
I see.
So, for example, when attacking with finesse weapons or a bow, I get +1, +2 for a total of +3.
To what? To the damage or
To the
hit?
attack, and to the
Yeah,
damage,
to
I get
hit.
+1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, I saw the thing I was buying that distracting mode. There's other.
The washing machine's on.
Oh.
Did you carve that one?
Oh,
The pumpkin?
pumpkin.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, that's me done.
Excellent. You shake hands with Beldrath. It's a pleasure doing business with you. We are happy to pay what's the prices. And do you have any change, any of you?
Oh, mine's in the order of coppers.
He pings you your sad little coppers. And Ismar said, good, I'm glad that you guys feel ready now. Certainly look the part.
Better than before.
I'll take last night as a weird fumble.
There were invisible bats in the air.
Yeah. So where do you want to go now? We have Mad Mary wailing away next to you. We know about the disappearing villages. You had an inkling about the zombies, the water, the well. We've talked about these things. You know that there's a well.
Oh, yeah, where's that?
You get your map.
Yeah. Over here.
So we go the north. And other known buildings is obviously the Blood of the Vine and the church. And the house of the disappeared man, which you've already checked out.
Cool. Well, I'm interested in speaking to Mad Mary, mostly because her building's adjacent to this place.
It's just right around the corner, yeah.
Which means we might be able to get a good place to rob it from.
What?
Rob what?
The merchants. We'll stop over with Mad Mary just tonight. This wall is adjacent to the guys. His cellar's also like right next to where his vault is. Superb. Heist.
Well, yeah. You, Ismark says, I'll wait for you in the Blood of the Vine. I'll for a drink there. You can speak to Mad Mary yourself. The women's screams drive me crazy.
She's screaming still.
Yeah, she's just like, she's just like wailing. Just desperate wails.
Desperate whales. Call for desperate measures.
I think if you say that to her, she will not be very amused.
Well,
Yeah.
we approach and knock on the door.
You don't think she hears the knocks. It's quite loud, so gotta be quite insistent.
Well, I do have a hammer. I can use that to knock even harder.
I mean,
I'm joking. Yeah, we're more insistent.
yeah.
And we call out for her.
As you do that, the door sort of juts open. It's not an extremely good quality lock. So. And she's in a sort of
Go-kart.
oh my god, a kind of like wooden bench sitting by the fire, and she's clutching a dress and crying into it. So just crying, not notice that you guys have come in.
Well,
In between the cries, you hear like, "My poor Gertruda."
What?
Gertruda.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful name.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I do.
She like just keeps going back to crying. Just barely acknowledges you.
If one was familiar with such names, how would they spell it?
G-E-R,
G-E-R.
the word turd,
Tur-
An A.
and then A.
Get it
That's a norm. That's a norm? A normal name. A norm. That's a
Gertruda.
normal name, Gertruda.
Is it?
Gertruda.
Well,
Okay.
in Polish you'd say Gertruda. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm
Gertruda,
quite familiar with that name.
I
But
do.
it's like Germanic, like,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Gertruda.
Like Gertrude.
Yeah.
Gertrude.
Gertrude
yeah.
is his name in Catalan.
Yeah, no, it's all around the continent. But
Okay, good.
in English it would be Gertrude? Yeah, Gertrude.
Okay, well it's
Gertrude,
Gertrude.
yeah. Oh, Gertrude.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, then
That
maybe
makes
it's
no
Gertruda.
fucking sense.
Yeah, this is why I pronounce it Gertrude, because it's
Yeah, I know.
Gertruda. Whatever, the fucking name, however you want
Its
to
language
pronounce
makes
it.
no sense. Anyway. Miss Mary?
Yes.
I'm here with my associates investigating
Good morning.
yes, the tragic, don't look down, the tragic event of Gertruda and others in this village. I'm not very good with words, you see, but we need your help. Whatever you can tell us about what happened.
She left. She just up and left in the middle of the night. She took just her basic possessions and didn't leave a note, didn't leave anything.
She didn't even grab
Didn't
her
even
dress,
read.
I see.
She's got other dresses.
All right.
It's like a very frilly, flouncy.
Opulence.
Yeah.
I look around. Are there any pictures of her and her daughter around?
Do they have cameras here? That will be news
Portraits
to me.
and stuff, right?
Portraits? No, they're a poor family. They
Yeah.
do not have portraits. No. You see, on the floor, weirdly, the one thing that stands out in the room as you see it is that on the floor there's like a bowl for food and water.
And is there any chance that she ran away with someone? I hear that she was very sheltered. Sometimes that can, create anxiety.
She just looks at you like her bottom lip is trembling, and she just bursts into tears again, crying into the dress. My poor girl.
Right. Well.
Did you argue before she disappeared, or did anything happen? Okay.
She left in the middle of the night. That's odd around these parts, we hear.
Yes, I'm so worried. I don't know what's happened. What happened to her?
But the fact that she actually took some stuff with her, that seems like unusual. So it doesn't. You don't think she may have been taken? It looks like she actually took some items with her.
It looks like she left. Yeah, the way she's phrasing it, it's like she escaped. She left. Like as Mark said, the mum had her like sort of almost locked in the house.
Yeah.
This is.
I mean,
This was someone sort of looking for their freedom. You don't get sense that she just went missing.
And did you notice anything odd about her behaviour? The weeks previous to this, or in your house, or anything?
Not at all.
Did she
You
have
know her, always with her head up in the clouds, dreaming of stories.
A tall woman, you say?
What
This
kind
will
of
narrow
stories?
it down.
What kind of stories was she?
Oh, fairy tales and the like, that sort of thing.
What kind of fairies?
Can't fuck 'em. Like fairy tales, like no, I don't know if that's the word that you would use, but yeah, princes and princesses and daring adventures.
How old was your daughter?
Was. She just starts crying.
When she left, he means they grow so quickly.
She's you've lost her. She's really not in a conversation-y mood.
Okay.
If you don't mind us, we'll look around. We're here to help. We honestly are. We're just.
Okay. Are there like how many rooms are there?
It's a simple upstairs, downstairs. 2 up, 2 down. That's what it means. There's just like a big room downstairs, the sort of communal room with the kitchen and everything, and then upstairs 2 bedrooms. One of which is more obviously younger than the other. So.
All right.
You see, you walk in.
Yeah, let's have that.
You see a fairly bare room. You can tell, yes, there was a few tomes of like fiction books. That's what I meant. Like fictional books on the shelves with sort of like very romantic, curly kind of writing for titles, and you see a little toy on the bed, a little doll, and it's like a weird sackcloth doll. The rest of the room is pretty bare. You can see like a chest of drawers. The bottom there's like a couple of scraps of fabric, and in the top one it's empty. So she's clearly sort of taking the things that were important to her.
Okay.
Some of the books are missing.
What does the room smell like?
You freak.
I'm like an animal man. I'm like.
Dusty and like not like enclosed. Like I mean, enclosed in the sense that it's been closed for a long time, but not like no stench of death. Nothing like eerie.
Not looking at a place like a man's cologne, or it smell like a wolf's musk or anything weird like.
Nope. Very it smells like the rest of the house.
Can I like flick through the books, like see if if there are like anything underlined, or like what kind of stories are they?
Cool. Yeah, they're sort of like fantastical stories, knights and princesses, and kind of that kind of romantic adventure type stuff. And
like anything marked, or like any like bookmark in a specific place or anything like that?
No, you spot the name Lancelot in one of the books.
Okay.
I'll pick the weird looking doll up and have a look see at it.
Yeah. Like I said, it looks like a quite an old doll, not like in a creepy way or anything, just in a normal old way. And it's got like button eyes, that kind of detailing. And there's a label on it that says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
What? Is no fun, what?
Is no Blinsky. It's my favourite phrase. Is no fun, comma, is no Blinsky.
Aha.
It looks like the sort of maker's mark. It's very, frayed and old. This is not the newest Blinsky.
I'll hold it to my nose and give it a squeeze and just...
You start slowly. Yeah, nothing. I mean, again, the house. You don't detect anything that would not have been in the house prior. Think of doggies.
Yeah. Have I smelled it before?
I've smelled that particular dog before. You have. Not but 3 days ago. When you tore its pretty little head off its pretty little body. Sadly.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are the murderer.
I'm not the murderer. Dom was the murderer.
Oh,
That's
that's
true.
true.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Very well. Alright, we'll get anything more from this woman. She's mad.
The girl's bedroom, what can we see from it? What would be her view at that night she went missing?
There's a house between it and a small house that only has one story between it and Beldrath's, which has 2 stories. Again, and then and so that her bedroom looks out onto that side, which sort of goes on the blood of the square of blood of the ground beyond that. So yeah, exactly, looking north.
Mm-hmm. So there's a building here, a single story building here.
Yeah. I'll just show you the picture because you've now seen most things on the map. Yeah. It's that there. It's on the middle of that. So that's Mount Mary's.
Oh, that small thing in here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a single story house and then you've got...
Yeah.
Could I go back to Mad Mary just without those 2 weirdos? Because I don't know, I feel like they were upsetting her.
It was just him.
Innocent.
Upsetting her.
I don't think I've got a handkerchief or anything like that. Can I see a handkerchief lying around and
sure.
offer to her and say, oh, I'm very sorry about my companions there. They're special. Did your daughter have any friends she could have run away with or maybe stayed with? Is there anybody you talked to about her disappearance?
So you can kind of see her stiffen a little bit at that. It's a bit of a personal question, but she trusts you. It's this was a good approach, and she's like, well, I was always so worried that something would happen to her, and so we didn't go out much. She was sometimes not very pleased about that, but it was just what was needed to keep her safe. This town is dangerous enough.
Right. Was there anything kind of specific that you felt like she had she was drawn by anything dangerous? Why did you have such a strong feeling that she has to kind of stay at home?
Well, I think enough things happen to you out there that it makes you not want your kid to be involved with them, and I know it maybe wasn't the right thing, but she just never left this house before.
She never left this house before, so I presume she didn't have really any friends, neighbors, kids, anything like that?
No.
Not really.
I'd like to check the mom's room as well.
Sure. It's a similar setup, but on the other side, the bed is bigger, and the chest of drawers as well is double the chest of drawers. There's no books here. You see, sort of basic kind of wooden hairbrush and and in the chest of drawers you can kind of look through and you find clothes, but nothing. And a dog lead.
Very curious. Not much to go on. So, is there anything else that people want to check out?
I'll just take a quick stroll around the bottom floor of the house, like just looking at stuff, looking through the windows.
It's like picking shit open.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to be inconspicuous. What I'm doing is I'm going to use my hoofs to detect whether there's a cellar in the house, so that I can hear any echoes.
Oh, clever.
Yeah.
You do not detect a cellar in the house now.
Do I see anything while I'm sort of looking around and being a little bit?
Nothing suspicious. Honestly, you get like the most. You kind of believe this woman's story. It seems like, she kept this daughter like at home. She clearly wanted to not be there, and nothing too suspicious around here. Aside from the fact that that's quite a sad fact.
And how many nights ago was it?
This was a week ago.
A week. Shit.
Yeah, they say after 24 hours.
We haven't seen. There's been no portraits or anything. So we don't actually know what she looks like. So we should. I will ask Mary. I'm very sorry about the current situation. Could you describe your daughter in case we see her in our travels?
Yes, and she describes her. She's. I'm sure I have it. She's got light colored eyes, dark long hair, and actually, Mary says that they look quite similar. So you kind of get I can show you Mary.
Oh, and her age?
She's maybe 40.
Oh, the daughter.
Yeah, the daughter is 14.
14.
She's 26.
26.
The daughter is 26 and the mother is 14.
40.
Oh, 40. Never mind.
26 and kept her.
She never left the house.
Her entire life, yeah. Brutal.
So she had her at 14.
Yes.
Fair enough.
It was them times, right?
Yeah. Okay. Like personally, I don't think we probably won't find out anything more here. Like I'm pretty much ready to go.
For context, the last person that went missing was like a day or two ago, I think. No, 5 days ago. So yeah, it's not the same thing. I just want to clarify. It's like we're
They're
finding
not me, yeah.
Well, yeah. I think with the other disappearances, it like, yeah. Well,
It
didn't
looked
sound
very
like
different,
it didn't sound like people
just
had
because it's
time
been a
to
while,
take
I
their
just wanted
stuff.
to make sure we had the same signposts.
Okay.
Should maybe I'll ask her about the building next door between her and the merchants. Sorry, Mary. What's the building next door? It's
That house has been empty for a few months. Yeah, people here go missing more than we'd like to admit.
okay. I'm interested in checking the building out. The middle of the day here, right? So
Yeah.
zombies can only ever come out at night, right? That's how
That's the
zombies
rumor,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how my I remember it.
Are they undead only actually during the night or also during the day if you like stumble upon them?
A lot of them too. We just make our own law. I think that's what I'm
No,
doing.
I think you can. If you ask this, Mark, he'd say that the attacks happen at night, but he's not sure that if you saw one during the day, it would just not do anything. because it didn't happen during the day or whatever.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah, I think it's worth looking. Like there's an empty building next door to this house where this girl went missing. It would be remiss not to just check the adjacent building.
Might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Plus, will be loot and stuff, right?
Ideally, if they left something behind.
All these empty houses full of zombies. People aren't going into these houses to clean them out because they're full of zombies, right? So like.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's not like they're gonna go back and get it. So.
Yeah, like.
It's going to waste.
Oh, nice and toasty.
Would you like a glass for the wine? Andres.
Actually, yeah. I can grab one. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah, we've decided we're going to look at the adjacent building just because it would be silly not to. We've also sort of come to a bit of realisation that if these deserted buildings are full of zombies, we might come across maybe the items the previous owners have left behind just due to no one's. Don't seem to be doing any clean-up work on these empty houses.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's fair.
we're hoping to score a little loot and hopefully find a very well and intact 26-year-old just hiding under a
Good. Yeah, why not? Cool. You check out the house next door. The door has just been it's just left sort of ajar. You can open it very easily, and it's a single room kind of squalid house. It looks, it's like dusty and
Miles.
and nasty. Sorry, that's
Miles.
just the dishwasher marks.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
So you get Miles as the dishwasher.
Oh no, wait, that actually looks dirty up there. The slight cloudiness is just the dishwasher.
Yeah, we've not got souls in it at the moment. So
It's
if there's none of the glass, just let me know and I'll go spelunking in the cupboards.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like, you're around, you can't see much of these. You get the feeling that, like, someone might have possibly been here already, like, the door was open.
Oh,
so,
right.
You know.
And there's nothing, it's just an empty house. Open
You
door.
know, like, basic furniture, like a chair, a bed.
Any signs of the undead? Like there's any sort of scraping on the walls or half-eaten brains lying around?
It looks, like, dusty and old and, yeah. So.
Love the radio in the kitchen.
Could only know have you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want a wine glass, Andres?
Oh, that's fine.
We should. We have extra ones in the cupboard. Actually, we just don't put them out because we're not.
Oh no, that's completely fine. I don't mind. It's more like a like Spanish pups, that give you like an actual glass.
That's true.
At one point.
Oh, wow. So the building's
Almost like
empty.
short.
Yeah, there's more
Gravy
there.
glasses.
Yeah. Un corto de vino.
Yeah. It's the classic thing, you'd have it with dinner, like, as if it were water, like, that wasn't even counted as a glass of wine. When people say, like, in France and Spain, like, children drink with their meal, it's like, no, it's like, it's like 100 ml of that, of wine, in a small, finished glass, like, I don't know, yeah.
How many of those do you have though?
Just the one.
As a kid, I hated it, so I had none.
Me too.
Yes.
It tasted so bad.
Why does it taste so good now?
I know, right?
But it's strange because I still can't drink with my parents. I don't know.
Really?
No way. Really?
I don't know. I just I never fancy alcohol, and I don't know. Maybe it's the kind of wine that they have normally, but I just never like having.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think now last week when we were in Poland, we had Baileys together because it's hard to
nice
hate Baileys.
starter.
But,
Well, that's
yeah.
a dessert.
But yeah, drinking wine or whatever, just I don't know. It's just I'm never in the mood for.
So you've never gone drunk with your parents?
Oh, not really. No, not really.
Oh.
Also, yeah, and also they sometimes drink vodkas, which I'm not not big on vodka just as a shot, rather
Yeah.
if I could mix it with something nice, yeah. But I still don't really drink.
So
alcohol.
hardcore, man.
Yeah.
I'm terrified by Eastern Europe.
I'd love to do that, but I think I would be drunk, after 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
completely pissed.
I think you get used to drinking a certain way based on what's available. So if vodka was commonly drinking straight here, you probably would have been knocking it back like it was a pint 10 ounce.
Yeah. We'd have to
Right.
use like 5 milliliter glasses to make it last, a bit longer.
Right. So do we want to check out that place any more? Because I just wonder. Well, I'm no expert in all things holy, but there's a church here, and we're preparing for we have to confront some undead. Wouldn't it be wise to check if there may be some holy water we can take with us? Well, I know that may potentially work on the kinds of creatures we're dealing with here.
In which case, I'm gonna don on my armor because this might be risky.
Sure. It's early afternoon. You've got
We also have to think about when we want to set out, because setting out in the evening may not be the.
Did Ismark say anything about when to leave?
Probably best to do it early morning. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. So we don't
So I
have
think
much
we'll
time
have
to walk around.
Well,
No, as in early morning, as in tomorrow.
we may
tomorrow
need to-
morning.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
that's
we may
plenty.
need to spend another night in
Plenty
this
of
place,
time then, yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, let's check this house next door.
We've done it.
Oh, yeah,
You
thank
did
you,
sorry,
sorry.
Smart
it was
basic again,
tiny,
the there's nothing in it. It's like
Well, I guess it took me longer than I expected to have done this armor.
You're just there gabbing away at Mad Mary while you put the arm on. It's good for me.
Getting outside, like, oh no, this is all done. All right.
It's just dusty.
Yeah.
It was just dusty.
Okay, cool.
If there was anything there, it'd been taken. There's a chair and a bed, nothing of value.
Yeah. Anybody thinks it may be worth popping by that church and I mean like I say I don't know if anything I'd rather not go in because I've got my kind doesn't like
go
really
in?
churches.
yeah, we both have horns. So not the kind of place
Yeah.
where you're
Yeah.
strolling in. Hey, what up?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you were going with the burgomaster to bury the previous burgomaster
Right, yeah.
of the town, so it was
Mm-hmm.
it was accepted. The Donovich didn't seem particularly warm, but also he seemed a bit out of it anyway. So.
Yeah. That's good. But I guess what other business do we have in town? Because we've only got a few things we can do. I guess before it's time to hold up for the night.
So you know that there's been disappearances, and there's something wrong with the water.
Oh, what was
What
the
was
thing
on
wrong
the
with the
water?
water?
You had a suspicion, I remember that at the pub, for example, they wouldn't serve it to you.
Yes.
There's no available drinking water. It's
And
always
they
wine.
just said
And
they offered
they-
wine
They
because
offer wine with
yeah.
breakfast. Yeah,
That's
they
true.
drink wine here.
I think that's definitely worth investigating. So, if it's all supplied from the same well, that would be the place to start.
Well, it's the same path. Go north up to the church and then right to the well.
Oh, that's right. That's the church, isn't it? No, that's the
no,
small. That's the
up
church.
there, yeah.
It's the church, and this was.
That's the house of the last missing person.
Right. So it was on the way. Let's go.
Oh, okay. We haven't been there yet.
You have been there. You did a terrible job of finding things.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
That's right.
If I can remind you what you saw sort of signs of a struggle. It was a candelabra with blood on it.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
So this is why it wasn't anything like the mid disappearance at Mad Mary's. This was.
Exactly.
That
That's
was-
why you
yeah.
can tell this was quite.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
And this has been the pattern every time that that someone's gone missing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's head up to the well.
Yeah, to the well.
So you head on up, past the church, past the Gregor's house, to the well, where as you approach it, you kind of smell kind of decay, kind of
Ugh.
old decaying flesh kind of smell. It's not. It doesn't spell out good things, and in fact, as you get closer, you can tell it's coming from the well, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, if we're close to the well, should we have a look inside? See if there's...
We do, but be prepared. We had this problem in the mines. Fat Henrik got stuck there and died. It was a stench for months until it cleared itself.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised that the people of the village, you know, well, yeah, I presume they would have checked if they have a suspicion that there's something wrong with it. So, yeah, but very curious indeed.
They would have mentioned it. Right. Let's take a peek inside the well.
So, who's looking? It's a dark well. Does anyone have dark vision?
I can have a look. Yeah,
Light?
We both
I've
do.
got yeah.
We should use light, not to get all mechanical, but yeah, perception is like penalised even with dark vision.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I've got the information. Yeah, you see, it's about maybe 50 foot straight down, and you can see some movement.
Movement. This
What
is
the hell's
not like
that?
Henrik's case.
Does anyone have a light spell?
No.
Check what have I got? Maybe... Yes, I do. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Is it a cantrip or is it an actual level
It's,
spell?
hang on. I think it's a cantrip. Yeah.
Nice.
It's one of my
You
four.
can cast it on a stone and throw a stone down or something then and just...
Yep.
A moment, please. May I have the player's handbook?
Whoa.
Okay. So you throw the stone, the lit stone, down the well, and it clatters at the bottom, lighting sort of upwards. You can see.
Clatters so it doesn't fall into water. Or it clatters on the way down.
Sorry, no, clatter is stone water. Yeah, no. There's some water at the bottom, so it splashes. But from the sort of from the light that is now emerged, you can see that it's not sort of full of water up the chamber. There's water sort of up the tube. There's rather some water at the bottom. You hear some snarls.
Snarls.
And do we see anything? You know, with the...
No, it's. You can tell there's more down there.
Are we uphill or downhill from the church?
You're actually downhill from the church. The church is slightly up on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a hill sort of northeast of Barovia you're going up this way, and the church is up here, and the well is here, so that's kind of lower. There's sorry, I should describe this. A rope and pulley at the well as well.
And all we can see is just movement, you said?
Yeah. You're you've got an idea that something's down there. Not exactly, what.
Does it sound like a movement, but like of like one
More than
thing
one thing.
or
Yeah.
more than one
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
Could I have the player's handbook, please?
Uh-oh.
No.
I saved it and then knocked it again.
Yeah, the screen.
Oh, careful with the spoilers. No.
No.
Oh no, it's carrying the book. No. Oh, it's just a notebook, actually. Yeah.
We're reading all the spoilers.
What?
We saw
Liars.
all the spoilers.
Traitors. Thank you.
At least the book now
It's more
bloodstained and
authentic,
cool,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all this.
Like wine stained.
Yeah.
Oh, wait till you meet the wizard.
Wizard.
Wizard of wine.
Big girl.
I'll wash them in water later. Why does anyone let me have anything? I just shouldn't be allowed to like exist in physical plane.
Now, I know this is scary, but it might be connected to whatever is happening in the town. I think we should investigate.
Yes.
I think you should volunteer. We'll take care of you. We'll grab the rope and we'll lower you so you can see what's in there, but not low enough that it'll get you.
How about we lower this adorable little child, and I'll cast minor illusion on the bucket so it looks like there's a little child filling a space no larger than 5 feet over the bucket, just like.
What kind of witchcraft is this?
Can it talk?
But you can't see through its eyes.
No, we can't. But we can see straight down, so if it gets like savaged by 1,000 ghouls, we'll go, oh yeah, it's a good job I wasn't down there.
Well,
Oh, we can start with that.
I guess there's no harm, really. This is a very fucked up idea, I have to say. Alright.
No, you go first, Cece. It looks scary. I don't want to. I guess you do. It'll be fun. I'll not tell Papa. Okay.
I'm genuinely so concerned about what goes on in his head. I just don't know. I could never. Okay, so Cece.
Alright, time for an adventure.
Cece goes down.
Be brave, Cece.
Cece or Pee-Pee.
Pee-Pee's at top, Cece's down below.
I got you. Cool. Yeah. Well, Cece gets to the bottom of the well, and you can see from what you can see 3 undead descending upon
Alright.
Cece, who immediately disappears.
Human and dead.
Humanoid, yeah.
Humanoid, okay, yeah.
They look they have grey-green flesh, and look quite brittle, kind of like frail almost.
Does it look like they're standing? Or are they just like...
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't float, actually, yeah.
Yeah, they're just
They all
standing.
float down there,
So the
apparently.
water is shallow
What?
enough.
They all float down there, apparently.
The water is like shallow enough that you can see they've walked in the water.
I see.
You couldn't tell, how deep it is, but they walked and the tops of them were outside. So.
Light them up, guys.
What?
I can't do that. I'm just mimicking. Like, if I could cast a Zachary spell, I'd be like.
Well, we could send something down there.
We should definitely try to... Here's the thing, though. Did they fall into the well? Or there's something in the cistern below?
How far away from the church?
You're maybe 280 feet approximately.
Feet.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if like the graveyard's like collapsing underneath into the water supply or something gross like that.
Oh, that's worth checking.
So the church is...
It's quite far. So it's like
Yeah.
like 100 meters.
100 meters, yeah.
It's fairly far, but not like
Quarter kilometre, right? Ish.
300 feet
Oh,
is 100
300.
meter,
Yeah.
which is more or less the distance.
Yeah. Is it
A bit
two-
over that. A bit
two-
over that.
Oh, 100
Maybe-
meter.
maybe 200
270 feet.
It's 200 meters. It's okay. I'm sure it's a language we can all understand now.
And how far down actually are they from us? Like how deep is the
50
well?
feet.
50 feet.
Let's mix all the units.
Yeah. On 3 sticks.
Apparently it's going to be legal in the UK soon.
What?
Going back to old units. Like you won't have
Shillings
to.
and
You'll be
You want
shot
cubits.
at dawn.
Are you for sure?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like,
at
so-
different bricks. So like I think like at markets and things like that. You know, like I don't like. Yeah,
And who's going to
you'll
put
be able
Sainsbury's in prison?
In prison.
In prison to fucking label peppers individually 55 pence each and a 3-pack of peppers like 17 pence per 100 gram, because that's what I need to know. I need to be able to compare those
Yeah.
units. I need that to be solved. I don't care about the
Yeah.
cubits and the fucking
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's just like every week I see it again and every week I am angry again.
Yeah. No,
It's
I
the
get.
worst.
Yeah.
Good, as long as we all agree.
No, I
No, I agree.
I always check these things.
I just think like should be banned. You know, like imperial units altogether, like worldwide.
That's just bad numbers.
There you go. Yeah.
You gotta think bigger, Andrew.
Yeah.
It's your problem. You always think too small.
So how do you measure like a distance?
You don't.
You don't know.
You're fucked.
It's
There's here,
far
there's
enough.
there,
Yeah.
there's close, there's far, there's wherever you are, etc.
Yeah. No, that would solve everything. Yep.
Okay. Well, so what do we want to do? Do we want to?
Set some
rid of
pot shots
those?
at them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean-
if you've got arrows, I'm going to be arrow counting slightly. Like you can't be.
How are you doing the retrieval of them? Is it like a 50% breakage rate or something? Like, what does it
Oh,
look like?
I didn't know about breakage rate. I was just saying that like if you could go back, they were there.
Oh, I bought some before we went to the what's it? So I bought crossbow bolts. But if we're shooting fish in a barrel, we're basically firing down this well until they piss off. We might as well get a few because spells are free. So I guess if you've got
Well,
something,
I think the one I can reach them with the ray of frost. But I think that's probably the only thing that
I can
reaches more
mock
than-
one.
Yeah, you know, we don't have to roll it thing by thing. You have cantrips that do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just say would you like to attack them?
Yeah, I'm gonna mock them for falling for my stupid plan.
Cece wasn't even real.
Well, go for it.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, I can. I can hit them with a ray of frost. Thing is- oh, no. 11. Yeah, so like on a but yeah, the thing is like you can probably hit them multiple times because like cantrips are pretty much
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. There's no point to like rolling the entire encounter because we're just going to spend. Like,
But they might
20
walk away,
minutes.
you see.
Yeah. No, I know. I just mean if what you want to do is just.
Does it look like they have like somewhere to hide, or like are they actually like just in the well and?
No. There looks like there's a bigger room.
Oh,
there.
there's
Yeah, they just
something,
wandered up to the
yeah.
bucket, and so when they've done that, I'd just be a good idea if we went, boo, boo,
Yeah,
and then I'm
yeah.
assuming they're going to take a shot and then walk away, because they're not going to stand like getting battered, and then we can go down and at least harm them when they've already been, fight them when they've already been hurt.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is basically we should just roll damage, because rather than roll a bunch of dice, we should
Yeah,
just
exactly.
basically
Okay.
splam
Assume that you would hit them.
1 point of damage to one.
Oh damn.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done. No.
Whoa.
Well, the big thing of Vicious Mockery is it gives them disadvantage next turn. The
Okay.
benefit is like you're now hard to hit.
Right,
Sort
yeah,
of,
it's cumulative.
Max just left Charm unless he's going to go and work for Stefan's.
For what? Oh, Stefan.
Stefan's,
Ah,
yeah.
cool.
Another one. Beautiful.
Nice.
How are rolls in this game? That's a mockery. That is such a mockery.
You're throwing pebbles
Oh
down the well.
Jesus! Like how is it so bad every time?
How far away were they from the top of the well?
1 and what? You guys are amazing.
50 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah, 50 feet.
Oh no! So there's the well shaft, and then at the bottom there's the cavity that they're in. What's the height difference between this opening and the?
Oh,
You
I
can't
see.
tell. It's like quite hard to see that far down. Okay. You can tell that they're standing and that they're like human height. You know, not like somewhere between 5 feet and 10 feet. Is the height of this.
Oh, but it's not like cavernous. It's not like there's.
It's not cavernous because, like I said, they walked. To the centre.
Oh, I mean, no, the ceiling. Like when we, like.
You don't know the ceiling. You can't see it.
Oh, but we can see where the well ends and where it's.
Oh,
Yes.
I see what you mean. Okay, yes.
Well, can
yeah.
you really, if your only source of light is
So,
in the middle
about-
or the bottom?
Yeah, no, but you can get a feeling as to whether it's like
10 feet or
very
50
high
feet.
Or, yeah.
Mm, okay,
so
yeah.
So it's similar. So it's the same. It's not a cavernous thing. It's about the height of a person.
Got you. There's no way we can
right.
dangle the sorceress down like a disco ball and.
Cheers.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but it sounds like it is literally the height of like
Yeah.
Mm.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very
That's
spacious.
too risky.
So I reckon. I mean, that armor is so shiny. It looks like if you're in the right state to kick some zombie ass. Look how chink 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 hard are you looking today?
Have you tried swinging your sword when you're hanging upside down?
Oh no! I mean, just jump up the bucket and behead them all. And I've heard the tales of what a strong and handsome man you are.
I'm a dwarf.
My racial characteristics. +5 strong, +4 handsome.
It's part of what defines us. No, I believe.
I believe in you, Fulcrum. I believe in you. Have an inspiration dice for your ass kicking.
Do you want me to go down the rope and drop there in the water and start fighting them?
I will be right behind you.
How tall are you? Just out of
I'm
curiosity.
not entirely sure. Oh, she's a wood.
Just don't know. I can try to reset her with some milk. Yeah. Come up with a game plan.
How tall is a dwarf? Like 4'2" or something?
Check the player's handbook. Typical heights. Faces. Dwarfs, short and stout. They stand well under 5 feet tall.
Well under 5.
Well, under 5, what's that? 2 feet?
Yeah, exactly.
Size. Dwarfs stand between 4 and 5 feet. So between 4 and 5 feet.
All right, 4'7". Then all right.
Yeah? Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Shame we can't like put them on fire or something like that.
Oh.
Hello.
She's so shy already. Oh, she's
Just woken up.
No.
Sleepy. Just bring it here. Have a little
Oh,
morning wee
poor Rona.
on camera.
Actually, you guys take a break and I'll go have a fan.
I actually have to go in 15 minutes just to say, because like I've
we're-
got the film. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
if
I need to
you
set that
make a
up.
plan for how you'd like to do this, we can write that down and we can execute that at the beginning of next
Mm-hmm.
session.
So there are options. Lower somebody down.
Spoon. Oh.
Someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Well, yeah.
And how heavy are you with your? Oh no, that's a bottle of wine, my dear.
It's half full.
You can have it.
Let's say with armor and sword, that's right. So that's 18 kilograms for the armor. Let's say slightly over 20 kilograms, or 44 pounds, I guess.
Kilos or pounds, I don't mind.
Plus my weight that I imagine is like a normal, like an average man's weight, so slightly lower. So let's say that.
I think you can. Yeah, you're fine to go down the rope.
Yeah, it's less than 80 kilograms.
Yes, I think. Yeah, if you were like maybe a normal size human or an orc or something, you might not be enough. But I
Alright.
think because you're a dwarf, you're.
Damn, I was going to propose that we all went down, but
Yeah.
Could do that.
actually, yeah, and I've got rope as well. extra rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have rope between us all.
Oh, we all
Yeah,
have
we
a
do.
lot of rope.
Well, it's a rope and pulley system, so you have to do it one by one kind of thing.
But if the stroke was looking ropey, we could restring the pulley in.
The rope's looking fine, but the pulley is not designed to hold like 3 people going
Well,
down.
another pulley, but we can
You can do it one by one, yeah, I think.
or we can tie some rope to the beams and just lower people regardless.
Mm.
Oh, little wee, well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be good to like try to like stun them as we, the first person goes down or anything like that, because
Well, that's the idea of sending this guy because he's the
You
most difficult to hit, right? Because he's
Yeah.
short, he's well armoured, at least he can hold them off. Whereas if one
well,
of us
we
go
go
down,
down.
it's just like...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's do it. I've got
Okay.
some experience fighting in close space underground, so this will bring back memories for sure.
I'll get our second because I'm pretty good at distracting things in combat, so at least I can like
Yes,
taunt
me
them
included.
and dodge them and
If anyone's got any athletics, obviously you could try scaling down the wall as well.
I'm not very.
Oh, I do have scaling athletics.
It's up to you. You can, it would mean that 2 of you can go down at the same time if 1 of you can do each.
Like, if I fail the roll, I just die.
It's not looking good. Again, I think should read.
this is fresh.
Oh, really? Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't wee on your nap and you breathe now. You're a genius.
Oh, so grown up.
I know.
Yeah. Finishing that poo off.
Ah.
Ta.
Cool.
No,
And
nice.
what are you thinking for your
I think,
descent?
well, I think I'll have to use the rope because,
Thirdly on the road.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not very athletic.
Yeah.
We can wait for
Wrap her up.
one person at a time, right? We're not going to have to all pile down.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you do. It's just
Alright.
an option.
Whenever-
Very good. Well, that's what we're picking it.
Okay, so I'm ready to roll and get my wands.
We'll do that at the start of the next session.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine. So we got done planning the meeting.
Yeah, and we need to leave at like 5 sharp. Oh.
No worries. Well, thank you. Good session. It works really well to do it during the big nap. It's nice to be able to do it in peace. No offense, Anna.
So it's, when is her like big nap normally? Is it like afternoon?
It changes. So usually it's actually in the morning. But what I did was we just did a really short one this morning. And then she was a bit grumpy because she was a bit tired. But it was okay.
What about her bedtime? Is that like
Yes, so bedtimes are 8. Now that's the problem is that before bedtime we're busy.
8? Right, yeah.
But then as soon as in my ideal world on Fridays, like she's having a slightly earlier bedtime, right? And then Miles do not drink piss.
That would be disgusting, Mark.
Oh, he's eating her shit. It's like
Oh,
my god.
because it smells delicious. It just smells of like breast milk, like most of the time.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, give me some more of that treat.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, he'll eat shit on the street. Like,
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
His
I-
standards
Dogs have
are
very low
so
standards.
low.
Yeah.
I could never understand that.
So
Like my dog is still the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my mind, like she's with us for like an hour, then we take a small break, we put her down, and then we can keep playing
Oh, that's
with
perfect.
her.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then she sleeps out for hours.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
She doesn't wake up after 2 hours.
Nice, yeah, that sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anna, do you want to show off wherever goes your new skill?
Ooh, what can she
You
do?
do. No, she won't.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a picture of her somewhere.
Maggie.
Oh, my god.
she
Maggie.
Hey.
The little shack. And she's walked
Those
the
little
entire
legs
length of
are
the house
going.
before.
Those
No.
little legs are going. Oh.
Oh, wait.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. You are walking. Yeah.
She's not done with these socks before either.
Oh, those socks are adorable. Where is it?
They're like anti-slip so that she doesn't, but...
No,
Aw.
Oh, a tiger.
Oh, a tiger, of course. No, Matt, stop. This is not your money.
Maggie.
Oh, those are big steps, look at that.
So she's got her first shoes now.
Oh.
Amazing.
Using them.
That is amazing.
Yes. The other day we tried to walk to the pub.
Uh-huh.
She got halfway down that path.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
High five. I want one.
That is quite astonishing. Yeah, I think I saw a picture of her, like like I think maybe on Instagram or something, and she was
Yes.
standing, and I was like, whoa, I've not seen that before.
She's always stood like held by us, but the other day we did it and she just started like going.
Wow.
So she's well into
Amazing.
it.
So past the crawling stage and already.
No, she doesn't crawl at all.
Yeah. So like she
Well,
just kind of
exactly. Yeah.
skipped
She
that
decided
and-
no more.
Just skip that. I think she's
Yeah.
going
No more.
go straight for a walking.
Can't remember. Is that my player's handbook? Oh, hold on. Where
Ours is
maybe.
labelled. Stable.
Yeah. Then
Are they?
probably.